Because I know that came out yesterday. Oh, you were actually playing Rome 2. Okay. I haven't played Rome 2, like, pretty much since release. I really should revisit that one of these days. 5,600 gold only. I know! I feel like I should do better. I definitely feel like I should do better. Oh, we did get level 2 of the Fame Stars. Are we going to get level 3 of the finance? Like, I need another 34,000. I mean, admittedly, that is only 6 turns, but still. Like, we have such an economically tuned nation that we do very little else. Except building. We do tons of building, but that's just because I rush everything. How's my science output now? 1,300, so it is decent, but my god, we are so far behind. We're still in the Middle Ages. Still. Hey, Templin! Thank you very much for the raid as well. Wow, 2 raids in as many minutes. Thank you so much. Backwards Antares. Backwards? Why are you backwards? Are you doing as badly in technology as I am? Is that what the backwards is all about? Back to the boats. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, you're retreating. Okay. Well, you know what? We have boats. We have spare ships that you can use for your retreats. Available for the low price of all of your money. It's a bargain, really. It's a steal. You're stealing the boats from us at that price. UTP hits a lot harder than we thought. Whoops. Failed to liberate Earth. That is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Anyway, for those of you just joining, hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I play loads of strategy games. We are currently playing Humankind. We are in the twilight years of this game. We're currently in the early modern era. We are very close to hitting industrial, though you can't actually play industrial in this. We are playing as the Dutch. We are stupendously wealthy. Yeah, we're generating 5,600 ducats a turn at the moment, which is not acceptable. I want more. Sidon was mutinous. Oh, Sidon was mutinous. Whoops. Well, that's something I'm going to have to deal with next turn. Carthage. Carthage wants to build stuff. What does Carthage want to build? How are you doing for stability? You're not doing great, actually. How about you go ahead and build that, and build that. The human animal. As your civilization grows, you must recognize that your cities are not simply engines of production. They are places your people live and find community. With the commons now a bedrock of the Empire's cities, you must decide what is your most important obligation to your citizens. So, oh, this is the one with the family health infrastructure. I don't think we actually have that. That's not a thing that's available yet. Able to take on Skrek, but then UTP decided to get involved. But the Skrek are now dead. Well, that's progress at least. Dutch, but weird names for Dutch cities. Well, the way this works is you progress through history by adopting different cultures. So we started the game as just nomadic, roaming around the map. We decided this time to go south, which is a direction I had not been before in this one. Then we established our realm, and we adopted the culture of Carthage. No, not Carthage. Phoenicia. We adopted the culture of Phoenicia, so we started down this dark path of being stupendously wealthy. Once we were done with Phoenicia, we then evolved into Carthage, which allowed us to build Cothons and then start to industrialize a bit more, but we're still very much based on having oodles of cash. Once we were done with Carthage, we then became Byzantium, which were all about having alliances. So we have filmed an alliance now with Quill 18 up here in Maya in the north, and also with Marbazir, another of the northern powers, with whom we are trading very heavily. We didn't stay as Byzantium for very long. We then very quickly shifted to become the Dutch, which is who we are right now. The Dutch just produce an absolutely stupendous amount of money because of their VOC warehouses, which are these guys here. Like this one right now is producing 198 ducats a turn, which is quite a lot. Yeah, we are very, very, very wealthy. And we just basically build about 10 buildings a turn. just with the money that we make. The Dutch, I hope you have a powerful fleet. We have precisely, and I don't mean to overstate this, we have 2 boats. There's one, and there's the other. They are, however, very modern. They're both medieval in technology. We are so far behind in technology, it's not even funny. But that's more of a quirk of the game at the moment. It's like, we're still very much Middle Ages technology, even though we're actually most of the way through the modern era, early modern era. We should be, like, up to here, but we're not. But that's mostly just because tech is really badly balanced right now. Alright, Byblos is now mutinous, so we need to go and spend some of our oodles of money increasing the stability in our capital, which we can do, because we have a commons quarter which we're building. Alright, we're going to need to build quite a few of these. Where should we put the next? I really don't want to put one down here. I feel like we probably should, but I really, really don't want to, because that would be such a good place to put a market quarter, because of all the adjacencies with the farms. Although, actually, you have an adjacency with the city centre, which is not a farm, so it's only actually 2. You know what? That probably is a good common spot. Let's go ahead and put you there. Bye. We are so low on stability. This place is going to revolt for sure. You a market quarter? You are. Yeah, I don't feel like that's a really good area to be building market quarters. Oh, you know what? We should be building the commons quarters down here. That's a really good spot. Oh yeah. And there we go. We're back on the map. Unfortunately, I can't afford another one, so we are going to have negative stability for yet another turn. But I have found a place where I can be building commons quarters now rather more easily. So all of the entertainment's going to be down here by the dockyards. Okay. You are pretty much done exploring. You are waiting to become an actual city, which will cost 3,900 influence, which we're not going to get anytime soon. But we can build a harbour while we're waiting. That's going to take 28 turns. Okay, never mind. Sulind gain population. New grievance available. Foreign war has been declared. We haven't seen any wars for a while. And we gained a bunch of disputes. Oh no, this isn't Quill and Marbazir fighting, is it? I hope not, because I'm allied with those two. Right, first things first, we need to go to Byblos and build some of these commons quarters. We need one more, and then we're secure. That is a rocky field which produces a lot of industry. Also quite a lot of food. That would be a decent spot for our hamlet. So I'm thinking commons quarter here for sure. And possibly here. You know what, we get a lot of stability from that. So we're going to go up to 40, so we are trending upwards now at least. So that's good. Let's go and put in some more scientists. How's this? Your food is still a little bit underwhelming. As long as you continue to produce about 50, we're good. Your food is extremely underwhelming. So is yours. But that's something I can improve. There we go. That's better. Utica's now actually growing. Carthage, your food situation is incredibly bad. I demand you do better. Build me some more food places. Carthage. The problem that Carthage has is it's on its own. Now, we don't want to build down here because that's where all of the science is going to be. I mean, frankly, building up here probably is what we want to do. Oh yeah, dry glass. Yeah, we definitely want to build up there. That's actually a really good farm spot. Okay, so Carthage is not going to have food problems. That was just me being a bit silly by not emphasizing just how much we need the food here. Okay, it's growing. We're good. What's the population limit? 41. Rice has got a population of 10 already? It's got a maximum of 6. And it's an outpost. Attil can move you to science, can move you to money. Sorry, not science. Your food is still over 60. That's all good. $47 out of 83. Yeah, Byblos is a big old settlement. 3 big settlement areas. Huzzah! Have I experienced any frame rate drops with the game? No, this game's actually been very, very smooth. Each time you advance some pigs, private things. Requin! Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome back. Requin, how are you doing? How was your stream? How's World War I going? Are the Entente winning? Have I played a game having the Romans? If so, did I find them a good pick? I think the problem with the Romans is that you can just reinforce with as many men as you need, so that extra army slot is kind of wasted. The way around that would be to have technologies which increases the number of reinforcements you can bring in to a fight. So, first level, you can't... Well, the first level is the organised warfare, where you can bring like 1 additional reinforcement army. At that point, having that extra unit as Rome would be really strong. So it's a relatively easy fix. They just need to have more rules about reinforcements. Good. Managed to knock out Austria-Hungary. Still have a crack at the Germans, though. Cool. Volcanic Kitten, thank you very much for the drink tea. I will enjoy this. Hope Crusher. Ginger Ninja, Marcus Aurelius Hadron, Professor NV. Thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. You sure I'm not a robot? Thank you very much for the Prime resubscription. Welcome back after 8 months. Thank you very much for the ongoing support. I'm enjoying the Vinlandic colonies. Thanks for that. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I do need to continue Vinlandic colonies. Like, once this brief window of playing Humankind is over, we'll be able to get back into some of the other games. Also, I do need to do EU4 again as well. We're hoping for a patch early next week for Leviathan. At that point, I would say it's stable enough to play it properly. In the thriving city of Byblos, a whole hierarchy of power has sprung up its commerce and the commons grow in importance. Now is the time to make a choice over who may rise to the most influential positions in the Empire. A seat on the small council. Do you want the lucrative steadiness of bloodline to the inner strength of those who would rise on their own merit? Interesting. So... we can gain more money on the plaza, which will actually move us a little bit more towards tradition, because it's the aristocracy, but... money. Or we can be a republic who care a lot less about money. So what should we do? Let's get a vote set up as to whether we care about money or not. New poll. Which... okay, poll is 1 minute. Aristocracy and Republic. Start. Alright, vote is up. Vote, vote, vote. Which one do we care more about? Let me know which we should go with. Get your votes in. Vote, vote, vote. Which option is more important for us? I know, it's a tough choice, isn't it? Very, very, very difficult. Best vote ever. I aim to please where I can. Oh, we have a thing. J-Day, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you joining us. Alright, so the vote is in, and... Okay, that's good. I can't believe you tied this. How did you tie this? Money. Tied with more money. Well, I guess if money ties with money, then what that really does mean is more money. So I think that I'm going to make it so that money wins. Huzzah! Mr. McNasty, thank you very much for the 10-month resubscription. Very much appreciate that. Thank you so much for the ongoing support. 10 months, nice. 2 more, and you get those golden wings. With each new patch, Mordred will add a similar vote option. Okay, so population's growing. Ah, we got the guilds. Excellent. Which means that trade just became more valuable. Huzzah! Villiart, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And Imaginary Exponent, thank you very much for the 28-month resubscription. Very much appreciate the ongoing support there. Thank you. Alright, so you are going to move over here. And so are you. There we go. We're almost at 6,000. Almost. Just a little bit further. We're going to go ahead and buy that Commons Quarter, which should keep us really stable for a while now. Yeah, this is going to trend up to 75 now. Meanwhile, inside Dawn, Crater is a science place, isn't it? How are you still mutinous? Because it's still 30? And then we've got Huranikanga, which is still growing, albeit slowly. So I think we need more food production here. And we'll go ahead and purchase those food locations. Which gets us up to 60. There we go. Yeah, that works. Oh, you can plant forests now. Huh. What's that? Commodity. Well, okay then. I'll have one of them. Where's my capital? There it is, Biblos. Biblos, I think, needs a commodity market, which increases the amount of money from every trader. I'll have one of them. Although, to be fair, that's only really like 72 ducats. Modified by 50%, modified by whatever other modifiers we have on money making. And there we go, we're now making 6 grand a turn. We'll just make sure we get those built everywhere that we can. Utica needs one. They are expensive, 1,000 each. They're not cheap. Oh! Outposts can build forests. Okay, now that's an interesting one. 100 turns to build. Yikes. Alright. Not something you can build in any reasonable time frame. Okay. Haranga, what do you want to make next? I mean, honestly, I think I just want to keep you getting more food going. So this entire southern area just needs to be farmed. Which you can work on, that's totally fine. And then here in Utica, I mean, frankly, you could also do with another food place. Dry grass. That's already been built on. That's not. How did that get missed out? Why did that get missed out? You have the VOC there, so it's not you. Dunno. And Carthage really desperately wants more food supply. Although that's going to happen when these districts get done. An aristocratic pillaging. Upper-class young personages of sufficient means and status from abroad have long engaged in grand tours across the empire. But now the residents of Byblos are getting sick of the sight of those obnoxious aristocrats. As well as participating in vulgar activities, these so-called nobles are committing cultural theft, buying everything from famous statuary to painting masterworks to scientific artifacts. What should be done? So we can deter them, which will gain us a bunch of stability, actually. The common people will be happy to hear the aristocrats are discouraged from coming, or we can regulate this, which will move us a little bit closer towards collectivism, which will earn us more money. Now, that is only 20 ducats a turn out of the 6,088 ducats that we're currently earning, so I think that actually deterring would be better, because we do have quite a few stability issues at the moment, and that will help us recover from it faster, so we're going to go ahead and deter them. Ghana's gone medieval. How close are... Oh. Next turn, we get level 3 merchant. I think that's going to be the first time I've ever hit level 3 merchant. We're also going to get another science next turn. Population's not far off. The one that's a little bit surprising that we haven't got yet is influence. And there it is. I can now, if I wanted to, get into the industrial era. Though, of course, if I were to do that, it would end the game. Because this is only OpenDev, and we only have either 150 turns or industrial era, whichever comes first. Theology has been researched. That's going to give us another city cap, so that's going to be good. That's actually going to increase our influence generation. Oh yeah, who on earth is Ghana actually fighting? Ghana's fighting against Quill. Marbazir! You two are supposed to be besties. You're my allies. I thought that mutual positive relations would work in each other's favour, but apparently not. Marbazir is 3rd, Quill is 7th, so I have a feeling that Marbazir will probably win that one. Can I show the clothing? Yes. There's Persia. And we went through all of the choices yesterday. So watch the end of the VOD yesterday if you want a full look at them all. That's pretty swish. Austria. Very similar to Austria, just more red. Let me guess, this one's going to be more blue. Very Napoleonic. I mean, it's the industrial era, so Napoleonic is correct. Just the same model, just slightly different colours. I'm not sure that they've actually done the clothing for the industrial era yet. I have a feeling that they haven't. Because the models are usually so... Yeah, they just haven't. Is this early access or beta, or is there a release date? This is what they call OpenDev. Oh, there we go. Siam's quite different. So OpenDev basically is allowing as many people as possible to try the game out and basically provide feedback on features and how the game plays and everything like that. It is available. Anyone can get it. All you need to do is watch streams like mine where they have drops enabled. Type in !drops if you want to know details on how it all works. And like I said, you can get access to the same build that I'm using at the moment. And yes, this is only available until the 3rd of May. So time is running out. But the full game will be available August. Oh, we had a hype train! Hype hype! Totally missed that. We have had a couple more people subscribing. Trying to remember which subscriptions I've actually acknowledged. Did I acknowledge Mr. McNasty? I'm pretty sure I did. Imaginary. I don't think I... No, I did not acknowledge yours, because we were talking about the 10 months out of the 12 for McNasty. So Imaginary Exponent, thank you very much for the 28 month resubscription. That is quite a few months coming in right there. Keltinator, thank you very much for the follow. And then Nottle coming in with a 32-month resubscription as well. Thank you very much for the ongoing support there, Nottle. Very much appreciate that as well. Does this anniversary come with a sweet roll? I mean, if you have the money to buy it, we are the Dutch after all. I'm just going to give away sweet rolls. Who do you think we are? Anyway, I'm beginning to feel like I'm pretty much done with this game. We are so far ahead of everyone. There is 0 challenge left. And we are making absolute oodles of money. There are another 19 turns, but I don't think that anything is going to change in that time. So... let me guess, somebody stole his sweet roll. I'm thinking that we should probably either start a new game or play something else. Because we have been doing an awful lot of Humankind recently. I feel like we should probably play a bit more. Again, because limited window of opportunity. We can do other things next week. Too rich to continue as the Dutch. Start new. Yeah, I think we should. So the next question is to do what? One thing I would quite like to do... see a bit more of the tech tree. Because I think we had one game where we just about touched early modern, but we haven't actually done anything with early modern proper. Still can't believe that we didn't finish medieval. Despite having finished the entirety of early modern. We are an era and a half behind. Right now. An entire era and a half behind. And you can go up into industrial. Like some people are saying that they've reached aeronautics to get the biplanes. Which I must say is bleeding impressive. Because I haven't. Like we should probably be... like up here, right now. Flintlock mercantilism type area. Maybe because we're not, like, dedicated research, maybe have, like, 3 outstanding, but having an entire era and a half. You can with Korean civilization. Yeah, but even with the Korean civilization, that's super late game. Spiff did a Hun ransack Snowball and Lucy. Yeah, that used to be possible, but Huns and Mongols don't use nomadic attack anymore, or nomadic growth anymore. They still have 2 attacks a turn, but they don't just duplicate. Is the difficulty really hurting you on the tech much more than the other things? I don't think so. Because the thing is, when I was playing on just normal difficulty, I was still falling behind in technology. I have no idea how on earth Shenrir made it as far ahead as he did. Like, he had, roughly in the same period of the game that I am now, I think, he had like 7,000 fame points. Like, this is about as many as I've ever managed to gather. I think this is probably the game where I've done the best. If you stay Dutch, does the game stop anyway? Yes, because it's industrial era. Did I build any science quarters? Yeah, I mean, the amount of science we're making is not inconsequential. We're getting 1,200 science a turn. And pretty much throughout the entire game, my sciences look like this. I filled food first until I had at least 50 food, and then everyone went into science. Like, it's not something that I've just been abandoning. Like, every city is like that. And it has been for the entire game. Wonder why your tech is always so low. I'm on turn 88 at the moment and researching alchemy. I haven't built any research quarters here. I've built a couple. I haven't built millions, I admit. But like research. Utica, I don't think it's had any. Research. Plus we got research from the ocean. Attil, I don't think had any. Biblos did. Research. I mean, most of this game I've been spending building money, which is why I feel like I'm kind of okay if I was like 2 or 3 techs behind, but an era and a half is ridiculous. Shen was miles ahead and being able to finish turn 80 or something. Yeah, he was apparently playing on the toughest difficulty and was saying it was really, really easy. So I wonder if something has gotten like a little bit tweaked with the difficulty settings. Because I've not been finding this easy. Like, those early wars against the AI were very tough, touch or go. 50% of my science is from science tenets. Yeah, unfortunately the AI seized control of my religion, so even though it's a really freaking strong religion, it's the green thing. Look how much of the world we dominate. Because I didn't build enough holy sites, the AI just stole it, even though the majority of the population is mine. So, like, 70%, I would say, of the followers are my people. We lost control because we didn't build that second holy site, apparently. Yeah, because I got Steel Knot. No, we built 2 holy sites. And then after Observe Fast, we lost control and we never got it back again. I really don't like the religion system in this game. At all. It needs changes. It needs some really, really big changes. And they did say on the stream 2 days ago that religion is not in its final form. This is like a draft. Religion and influence, I suspect, we'll see some big changes. Yeah, Shenryu was talking about speed options. I have no idea what he meant by that, though. Take secularism? I don't think secularism would affect things. Your religion just makes us immune to religious grievances and means we don't have a religion anymore. If anything, it would put us backwards. State atheism is the useful one because it basically makes you resistant to enemy influence. Yeah, we're definitely doing a new run. I'm just kind of umming and ahhing about what I want to do. And wondering how the hell people are getting so far ahead in technology. Like, it's not like I've not tried. It really isn't like I've not tried. And even if we had the... Oh, hang on. Let me just check one thing. Can I see? Yes. I want to go to this tier, because develop the intellect, that's where you get your religion from. +1 science per state religion follower on holy sites. Okay, so if we imagine that we have, say, 100 population, there are, I think we worked it out, there's 7 holy sites possible. So you could theoretically get 700 science from that. Which is a lot. That's still only 50% of the science I'm producing right now. And that's with a significant investment into building up your faith. And building those holy sites. Like, that's not something that you just do, unless you're Egypt. And the Wonders too, that's true. Oh, do the Wonders get those bonuses as well? I always assumed the Wonder holy sites just meant that they gained you the extra stability, faith, and basically locked you into controlling the religion. Would my stability rise if I kick out the religious influence? No, because it is our state religion. It's Beardism. We are an adherent of Beardism, which is the one I set up. It's just the Green's taking it over. No negative effect. It just means that when it came to choosing the tenets, the last 2 were chosen by the AI. I chose these 2. I would definitely not have chosen Observe Feasts, for example.